Well, hello there. We're going to do a good painting project today. It's probably something that you've not done before. We're going to be painting a ceiling. I hate painting ceilings, but I have an idea for this project and I want you to check it out. Come on, let's take a look. Here we are. This is the painting project we're going to do today. We're going to be painting this entire ceiling. What's going on, Tony?
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Glad you're here.
Hey, Tony bought this house a little while ago, and it's not very old. So why are we painting this? Because he wants to add a little bit of color on the ceilings. Here's his kitchen area here, and this ceiling happens to tie in to the hallway and the main room here, and it goes around the ceiling. We're going to paint this entire ceiling. Okay, it goes around the corner, so there's really no place to stop it until we get over here to the front door or the back door. And here we have a gap right there. That's where we're going to stop the paint before the stairwell going up to the second floor. Okay, we're going to stop it right there. We've got trim to. We got to decide what to do with this trim. We're going to cut in around that and the light fixture. And here we got a ceiling fan. We got to figure out what to do with that. And he went to the store. He wasn't quite sure what color to get. Here's a good idea for you. He put 3 sample colors on the wall. Okay. Now you can do more samples than that, but go to the store and figure out what you want to do, and you can come back. I went to the favorite store, Home Depot, and here they got Behr products here. This is a color sample. This is a little bit of sample paint that they'll mix up for you, and then you can bring it home and then put it on a wall. I suggest putting it on a wall kind of like this, and then stand back and see what you want to do, because the thought was this is where the TV wall is going to go, and you can make this an accent wall, and that's what we're going to do later on. But this particular video is for the ceiling, but he still wanted to get the paint and see what sort of accent colors and what the main body color is going to be. The main body is going to be this lighter color. It's kind of a silvery type color, and he's decided instead of just painting the walls to go ahead and paint the ceiling too. So the ceiling color is going to be that middle color, and most of the walls are going to be that color too. So the good thing is we paint this ceiling, we're not going to have to cut in every single wall. The only walls we're going to have to cut in is the ones he decided to put an accent color on. The accent color, he was thinking maybe the darker gray color, but maybe he liked the green too, so that's why he got 2 different ones. And he's decided to go with the green here. We're not even going to use this gray. We might use that somewhere else in the house, maybe upstairs on a bedroom wall or something like that as an accent color. That green is going to go on this wall here, and it's going to go right underneath there, the counter there. That little wall there is going to be done with that same thing. So, you know, the only main cut-in that we're going to have for the ceiling is right up here along this one wall where we're going to do the green. Okay, so that's what we're going to do with that. And I was thinking at first, okay, how are we going to do this? Because see, we've got carpet down here, here's a couch here, and we actually moved the TV, and there's all kinds of other stuff that we were able to get out through the front door there to have a nice work area here. Okay, and I was thinking, how are we going to cover this? You could get you know, drop cloths, plastic cloths for drops too, or you know, just paper too, craft paper, and that's what we're going to do. I've decided. I had a brain phrase this morning. Okay, how are we going to do this? I was going to use lightweight plastic and then drape it over the entire floor and then paint, but then you're walking around and then you might get paint all over your shoes and start tracking it all over the place. So I'm going to take just this one piece of craft paper, Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm going to slide it right over against the wall at 3-foot area, and I'm going to do the ceiling. And I'm just going to slide that along with my foot, and I'm just going to slide it over and do some more. That's all the craft paper I had, and I could have went to the store and bought a $14 roll, 250 feet long of craft paper. And if I had that, I would have used a little bit more, okay? This is the only piece I had in the car, and this is how I'm going to do it. I can push that right up against the wall, slide it over, and just do the work area above me as I go. Now, how am I going to put that paint on? Well, I suggest putting it on with a roller and a little extension pole, okay? Don't get up there on a ladder and try to do one little bit at a time, one little bit with just the roller. You know, like this. I've got just a broom handle here. I'm going to put that on like that. And you know what? Tony here, he went to the store and he got himself a whole little thing here, $25 value. And you can get something like this. It's a little starter kit, and you can use something like that. This is 9-inch rollers, and you can do it that way. But you know what? I've decided I'm not going to do it that way. I want to do it so I don't get splattered paint all over the place. When you use 9-inch roller like this, it gets kind of heavy over your head. You start dripping paint, it gets in your eyes, and you start getting tired. Well, I'm going to do it with a smaller roller. This is a mini roller, and it's only 6 inches long. And I'm going to put it on my little thing here, and I'm using the roller's 3/8 nap, and it's for semi-smooth surfaces, so it's a little rough. It holds 3 times as much paint as a regular smooth roller cover. If you have smooth surfaces with no texture, you would use something that's more smooth. Well, this one's got texture. This is going to hold a little bit more weight paint, and it's going to get in the nooks and crannies. I looked at the walls and ceiling, and it's semi-smooth spray texture, okay? So I'm just going to put that on here like that, and I'm going to use that. Then I can do a little bit at a time, and it's not going to get too heavy over my head, and I'll be able to control this and put weight on there and not get tired during the day, okay? And that's about all I'm going to use. I'm just going to use this right here, and it's just a little paint tray. That way I don't have to mess up my other tray, and I just use these and I can flip these over. This one I use for sealing floors. This one I'm going to use for paint. So you can buy these at the store, and then when you get done, you can either throw them away, wash them out, or peel the paint up after it dries, whatever. Okay, that's pretty much it. I've got a couple little paint brushes, and if I want to cut in, I can use this. You know, put my hand like that, and dip paint in there, and get up on a ladder and cut in the ceiling if I need to do something like that. That's about all you need. And here, this is what I like to use for the gallon container. I put that on there so when I'm pouring the paint, it doesn't get all over the can, and it's easy to kind of mix up. If I want to touch up something or clean up the edge, I can just then push it back on the paint can like that. Okay, because you don't want to get it on the rim of the paint can, because then it will start getting rusty later on down the road. Okay? We are ready for the next step. Stick around if you want to learn how to do this.